Welcome, budding chemists, to an exciting journey into the heart of molecular structure. Today, we are unraveling the fascinating concept of resonance, a fundamental idea that explains the stability and unique properties of many molecules. From understanding why some bonds aren't quite single or double, to predicting how molecules react, resonance is key. Get ready to explore this topic through 4 levels of challenge, from easy introductions to competitive insights, right here with us. Ready for a quick dive? Let's start with the basics of resonance, what it is and why it's so important in chemistry. Imagine a molecule that a single drawing just can't fully capture. That's where resonance comes in. We use multiple resonance structures or canonical forms to show how electrons are shared. Think of these as different snapshots. The real molecule, called the resonance hybrid, is actually an average of all these structures. The core idea is electron delocalization. Electrons aren't stuck in one place but are spread out, especially pi electrons or lone pairs. This spreading out makes the molecule much more stable, and we use a special double-headed arrow to show this relationship between structures. So, when does resonance happen? It typically occurs when you have pi bonds next to a lone pair, another pi bond, or an empty p orbital. Remember, only electrons move, not the atoms themselves. All these structures must have the same number of electrons. A great example is the carbonate ion, co-superscript 2. You can draw the double bond in 3 different places, but in reality, all 3 CO bonds are identical, an average of a single and a double bond. Benzene is another classic example, with its delocalized pi electrons giving it remarkable stability. Time to test your understanding. Here are 3 practice questions to solidify what you've learned about resonance at the easy level. Take a moment to think about them, draw structures, and consider the key principles we just discussed. Good luck! Now, let's deepen our understanding of resonance, exploring its nuances and how it differs from other concepts. It's crucial to differentiate resonance from tautomerism. Resonance is purely about electron movement, with atoms staying put. Tautomerism, on the other hand, involves the movement of both electrons and atoms, usually a hydrogen atom, like in the ketonol forms. When drawing resonance structures, always remember to only move pi electrons or lone pairs. The total number of electrons and the net charge must remain constant. And a critical rule for elements like carbon, nitrogen, and oxygen, never exceed their octet. One of the most significant consequences of resonance is enhanced stability, quantified by resonance energy. This is the energy difference between the actual molecule, the resonance hybrid, and the most stable single resonance structure. The higher the resonance energy, the more stable the molecule. When evaluating which resonance structures contribute more, look for those with more covalent bonds, less charge separation, and where negative charges are on more electronegative atoms. Structures with complete octets for all atoms are always preferred. Resonance isn't just a theoretical concept, it explains many real-world chemical phenomena. Take the carboxylate ion, for example. Resonance explains why both CO bonds are identical and why carboxylic acids are acidic. Benzene's exceptional stability, a hallmark of aromaticity, is entirely due to resonance. In molecules like aniline or phenol, resonance explains their altered basicity or acidity and directs where reactions occur on the ring. It helps us understand bond lengths, dipole moments, and even why some molecules are colored. Alright, it's time to challenge yourselves with 5 medium-level questions. These will require you to apply the rules for drawing resonance structures, compare stability, and relate resonance to chemical properties like acidity and bond lengths. Pause the video, work through them carefully, and deepen your understanding. Ready to tackle more complex aspects? Let's dive into the intricate details of resonance, its implications for hybridization, and its profound impact on molecular properties. Not all resonance structures are created equal. Some contribute more to the overall hybrid than others. The most stable structures are those with the maximum number of covalent bonds, minimal charge separation, and where formal charges are placed on appropriate atoms, negative on electronegative, positive on electropositive. Crucially, structures where all atoms, especially second-period elements, satisfy the octet rule are highly significant contributors. Understanding these rules helps us predict the dominant character of a molecule. Resonance often dictates the hybridization of atoms within a conjugated system. For instance, in pyrrole, the nitrogen's lone pair participates in the aromatic pi system, forcing the nitrogen to adopt an sp superscript 2 hybridization, with the lone pair residing in a p orbital. This contrasts with pyridine, where the nitrogen's lone pair is in an sp superscript 2 orbital perpendicular to the pi system, and thus doesn't contribute to aromaticity. For resonance to be effective, the involved atoms and their p orbitals must be coplanar, allowing for optimal parallel overlap and electron delocalization. The implications of resonance extend far beyond just stability. It fundamentally alters a molecule's physical and chemical properties. Resonance explains the enhanced acidity of carboxylic acids and phenols by stabilizing their conjugate bases. It accounts for the uniform bond lengths in benzene, intermediate between single and double bonds. Resonance also plays a critical role in directing electrophilic and nucleophilic attacks on aromatic rings and is a key factor in explaining why certain organic molecules absorb visible light, giving them color. It's truly a cornerstone of organic chemistry. Now, challenge your analytical skills with these 7 hard-level questions. You'll need to evaluate resonance contributors, explain hybridization changes, predict relative acidities, and understand the impact of resonance on reactivity and physical properties. Take your time, apply the rules, and connect the concepts. For a final ascent, we delve into the most advanced aspects of resonance, touching upon its quantitative measures, quantum mechanical descriptions, and its role in advanced chemical reactions. This is where competitive edge is built. Resonance energy, a quantitative measure of delocalization stability, can be determined experimentally. A classic example is benzene. By comparing its actual heat of hydrogenation to that of a hypothetical non-resonant cyclohexatriene, we can calculate its substantial resonance energy. This difference, often around 150 kJ/mol for benzene, highlights the immense stabilization gained from electron delocalization. While estimations are involved, these experimental values confirm the significant impact of resonance on molecular stability, especially in aromatic systems. While valence bond theory uses resonance structures, molecular orbital theory offers a more sophisticated and accurate description. In Mo theory, atomic p orbitals combine to form delocalized molecular orbitals that span across multiple atoms. For benzene, 6 carbon p orbitals merge into 6 pi molecular orbitals, with the 6 pi electrons occupying the 3 lowest energy bonding Mos. This complete delocalization of electrons over the entire ring explains benzene's exceptional stability and uniform bond lengths, providing a quantum mechanical basis for the resonance concept. Beyond simple conjugated systems, we encounter cross-conjugation, where a single double bond is linked to 2 other double bonds that aren't directly conjugated with each other. This often results in less effective delocalization compared to linear extended conjugation. Resonance also plays a crucial role in heterocyclic compounds like pyrrole and pyridine. In pyrrole, the nitrogen's lone pair is integral to the aromatic pi system, making it weakly basic. In contrast, pyridine's nitrogen lone pair is in an sp superscript 2 orbital outside the pi system, making it a stronger base. Understanding these distinctions is vital for predicting properties. The orientation of orbitals, known as stereoelectronic effects, significantly impacts resonance. Effective resonance requires precise parallel alignment of p orbitals, meaning the system must be planar. Any deviation from planarity, often due to steric hindrance, reduces the effectiveness of resonance. In reaction mechanisms, resonance stabilizes critical intermediates like allylic and benzylic carbocations, influencing reaction pathways and rates. It also explains directing effects in electrophilic aromatic substitution. Finally, we briefly touch upon anti-aromaticity, where cyclic 4n-pi electron systems are highly destabilized, demonstrating that not all cyclic conjugation leads to stability. You've reached the pinnacle of our resonance journey. Here are the first 5 of 10 challenging questions. These demand a deep understanding of Moore theory, quantitative resonance energy, and complex conjugated systems. Analyze carefully, apply your advanced knowledge, and push your problem-solving skills to the limit. And here are the final 5 questions to truly test your mastery of resonance. These cover stereoelectronic effects, reaction mechanisms, and comparative analysis of various organic compounds. Think critically, integrate all the concepts we've discussed, and demonstrate your comprehensive understanding. You've got this. Congratulations on completing this in-depth exploration of resonance. We hope this journey has empowered you with a strong understanding of this vital chemical concept. For more such comprehensive educational content, practice questions, and expert guidance, visit synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for regular updates and more fascinating lessons. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep pushing your limits. See you in the next session.